Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take one single, really simple word and use it to unlock a huge idea about how we communicate. I mean, what if the real secret to mastering a language isn't about memorizing more and more words, but about truly understanding the power of the ones you already know?
So think about this for a second. The English language has what? Over 1 million words? It is massive. It's complex, and honestly, it can feel pretty overwhelming. So what if I told you there's a system, a core vocabulary, that was designed to boil all of that complexity down to just 850 essential words?
Now, this isn't just some random number I pulled out of a hat. Nope. This number, 850, is actually the key to a really radical experiment in communication that started almost 100 years ago. It's called the Basic English 850 list, and the whole idea was to create this foundational set of words that could be used to express pretty much any idea you can think of. You know, like a toolkit for clear, direct communication that anyone could use. So, to really see how this works, we're going to zoom way in on just one word from that list.
And that word is limit. Now, I know, it seems super straightforward, right? But its simplicity is exactly what makes it the perfect example of just how powerful and efficient language can be.
So here's the deal with limit. It's not just on that basic list, it's also one of the 1,000 most common words in English, period. And it's incredibly flexible. It can play two different roles in a sentence. It can be a noun, which is, a thing or an idea, and it can be a verb, an action. Let's start with the noun first.
Okay, first up, let's talk about limit as a noun. So here, we're talking about the word as a concept, an idea, or even a physical thing.
The definition's pretty simple, right? A limit is the edge. It's the boundary line. It's the point where something just stops. You can go up to the limit, but you can't go past it. And this example is perfect. It shows the physical side of the word. You can literally see it, you can touch it. The fence marks a clear, tangible boundary. That is the edge, that is the limit. But here's where it gets really interesting. The same word works for totally abstract ideas. In this sentence, the limit isn't a fence. It's this conceptual boundary that, well, it doesn't even exist. It's all about potential and endless possibility. It's the exact same word, but with two very, very different feelings. Okay, so let's switch gears and look at its other job. We've seen limit as a thing, now let's see it as an action. As a verb, limit is something you do. So as a verb, to limit means to enforce a boundary, right? To kind of put something in its place or to restrict it. You can already see how the action is directly connected to the idea of the noun we just talked about. See how that all connects? The fence, which is the limit, that's the noun, is now doing the limiting, that's the verb. It's actively keeping the cows inside that boundary. It's amazing how much work this one simple word is doing here. So just to put it all together, as a noun, it's the boundary itself. As a verb, it's the action of enforcing that boundary. This kind of dual function is exactly what makes these core words like limit so efficient and so powerful. But right when you think you've got this simple word all figured out, well, there's a fascinating twist that kind of changes how we should think about basic words altogether. Because it turns out that being on the basic English list, that's only half the story. Yep, you heard that right. The very same word, chosen for a list designed for the ultimate simplicity, is also on the official academic vocabulary list. That means it's considered essential for things like university research papers, scientific discussions, and some of the most complex arguments out there. So what does this all mean? Well, it tells us something really important about language. It means basic doesn't actually mean childish or unsophisticated. It means foundational. These core words are the essential building blocks you absolutely need to construct even the most complicated ideas. It turns out simplicity can be incredibly powerful. Which brings us to one last kind of mind-bending question. If a basic word is also an academic word, what does basic even mean? Maybe the real goal isn't just to learn more and more words, but to completely master the power of the core words we already have. Maybe the true limit of simple language is that there is no limit at all.